If that makes it into the podcast, I don't know what kind of show we're running, but
Education and resources to the trans community. Hello and welcome to Transgenderzone.
absolutely. And for those of you who don't know, who haven't been on TZone and are listening to the podcast, TZone is the first ever premium subscription community and application for the trans community. And we have a bunch of forums where people have been sharing their unique experiences. And like Victoria was saying, there's a lot of places where you might be the only trans person. We were talking on the first podcast about how you were the only trans person in our school, in our area, in the community.
Right.
And so the idea that, your experience probably is very unique for around here. But because we have such a big community and people from all over the world, like there are other people that have been through similar experiences. And so it's been cool to see people not only learn from each other, but realize that like their struggles aren't uniquely intense. It's like there's other people who have been through it and you can talk to those people.
And it's cool to for lack of a better term, to struggle with somebody. But one thing that I did want to share with all of you was one of our users. Actually, we have quite a lot of great responses from our vocal
Yeah, we
training
did.
through T-Zone's release. But one of our users, Jennifer, shared, I don't know if anyone else has had this happen, but I actually felt dysphoria was being relieved by the interaction and support from everyone. Micah, trans vocal, does an excellent job, and I want to be a part of this as much as I can. That makes me so happy because that's all that we're here for.
Gender dysphoria being relieved is music to our ears. I mean, that's the point. Trans joy is part of the main mission of T-Zone.
Right, and at any level. So whether they feel just a little, even in that one session for that 1 hour twice a week, if that's the only space that they feel that being relieved, that is such a win for me. Or if it's, the time that they spend on the forums at T-Zone or learning on our modules, that's what I want to be able to provide to these people.
Absolutely.
Something else that another one of our wonderful users we've got is we have a response from Gemma. And she said, sometimes I feel quite isolated living here, assuming she's maybe in a smaller town or a red state. But Micah's class felt like a bunch of us were learning in the same room and having a laugh and some fun at the same time as learning a really valuable skill. And actually, our most recent one where one of our users had such a phenomenal breakthrough was really fun because we were all just laughing and we were all joking about how low we could go and how surprising it was. Or we were like laughing about forgetting the rainbow passage, which if you're a trans person, you might know that when sunlight shakes raindrops through the air, they act like a prism and form a rainbow.
Oh my gosh. I've heard that passage a little bit too many times, but that's all right. That's all right.
Yes.
But it really is so great to see folks practicing essential skills live with a group of folks because it's not easy to just go home and just practice the skills on your own. Having a teacher and having folks and so you don't strain your voice. And there's so many benefits.
The combination of doing it on your own and then also having you can always have additional private lessons, but having group lessons, doing it yourself, it's super important.